All right, I want to welcome everybody to Cory's Corner. I'm Kevin Johnson, your host, with Chris Hacker. Chris, how are you doing today?
Oh, it's a great day. It's a great day for ZD FIFA League, starting a new season, and let's just get it rolling.
Here into week 0, we're going to start out with some league changes. First up is...
First we're having a smaller league this year. It's a little bit more intimate, some friendlier competition, or maybe not so friendly competition. 8 weeks this season with 1 week of playoffs, and we've got 15 teams, and one will be crowned champion this season.
Absolutely. We're also excited to be enforcing a new rule, franchise relocations, aka the John Weiss rule. If teams fail to show up for 6 games or 3 weeks, their team will be relocated to likely a pledge. That's going to be exciting because we won't mess up the flow of the league, yet those that do not show up will be punished. And we've all come to the conclusion that is not only fair but funny. And we're excited to see, in the unfortunate case that does have to happen, how it works.
Yeah, and something else that we've brought up this year, we're talking about double defaults. It's going to be interesting. Kenny came up with this idea as league commissioner that if both people don't show up for the game, we are playing to see who loses a point. It'll be a 6-minute simulated game, and the winner gets 0 points and the loser gets -1 point. So we'll see if anybody shows up in the negatives at the end of the season.
Absolutely excited for that, Chris. And our final new rule change for this week is the notion of a pledge champion. This goes into what Chris was talking about at the top of the show. With the smaller league, unfortunately, we can't open the league to all 17 of our pledges, but we can open it up to just 1. And so those pledges will have 3 days to decide between next Sunday and next Tuesday, with no information about how to make this choice, which one of them shall be their pledge champion. By the pledges, for the pledges, and they will root for them. Pledges will also be the primary substitutions. Moving on to perhaps what Chris and I are most excited for in Cory's Corner is going to be the hot takes. Now, we are journalists and good, honest men, so these, while cannot all be confirmed, we feel that they are important enough to spread the word of, to let you guys know.
So we're just going to dive right into the first Big J Journo move here. We're talking about Andrew Gambardella and his ability to repeat, Kenny. Today, in a surprise move, Andrew dropped his beloved Shanghai Sharks, reigning champions of the ZD FIFA League, in favor of Al Hilal. I just appreciate the pronunciation. I have no clue how to say that. He just took him out for a test spin against seasoned league veteran, my team, Los Tigres, and he actually came out to a 3-2 loss. I've never beaten Gamby, and this is the first time that he's lost to me. So is Andrew Gambardella in choke mode already?
Frankly washed up, I wonder. Make sure you leave your feedback anywhere you see fit. The walls of restrooms, for example. Our next hot take is the over-under on Colton Cory complaining. Chris, what do you think about that?
Yes, so Vegas actually came in, and William Hill set a book line at 7.5 for the over-under for Colton Cory's complaints about tactics and/or shape.
Specifically tactics and/or shape.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I would smash the over if I were you on this one. That just seems like a lock to me. But they also set the over/under at 5.5 for complaints about other games defaulting. This seems a bit high to me. I don't know. This might push. You could possibly fade late in the season, but 5.5 seems a bit high. I would take the under.
Talking to another league veteran, Matt, he agreed with that 7.5, and he was the one that originally said smash that over. And speaking of Matt Mercier, we don't have a line for you just yet, but we are interested in tracking Mercier and his, frankly, rage and how it affects his game. But more importantly than that, is Matt Mercier scared of the cinder block walls in Swearingen? Now, we've seen what he can do to drywall.
We have, and he is a proficient belligerent.
Like butter, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, like, it just melts. Walls melt in front of him. But is he scared of the hallowed fortress? Does Swearingen pose a threat to Matt Mercier's rage? Only a story that will continue later into the season.
Moving on to the final section of our show, we want to bring to you just information to let you know about the teams coming from around the world and around Colombia to participate in this league. We're going to start out with Atletico Mineiro. What do you know about them, Chris?
Yeah, so Jake Ryan switched to Atletico Mineiro, and more colloquially, in Brazil, where they're from, they are referred to Los Gallos, meaning the cocks. So,
And do you know that
Brazil
Brazil is spelled with an S in their language?
Oh, whoa, crazy.
Portuguese. And that reminds me, I was talking to my grandfather, who is dead and Scottish, and he was telling me that Mineiro is actually the 6th largest city in Brazil. Can you believe that?
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Let's name 5 larger cities in Brazil. Sao Paulo.
You gotta go with Rio. Then you
Not
got
too far.
Brasilia.
Brasilia. It's an X going back to
Yeah.
the previous point. Well, that's going to be all 6 of those cities. For our weekly roundup, I think we've had a good week 0 episode. Look for more content in the future. Now, if you have anything you want us to talk on the show, hot takes, of course, of the highest standard, let Chris or I know around. Text us, email us, look on the website for information, and get in touch with us. But just so we're all keeping our eyes on the world, Chris, what do you see out there today?
Yeah, so the S&P 500 closed today up 1.29% at 2744.
Cool.
Good day for the S&P.
And going off that point, Tom Brady, as of today, is now 15,168 days old since the day of his birth. Redundant. And I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Let me know what you thought of the show. Let Chris know what you thought of the show. And y'all have a sexy Tuesday.